Hello everyone and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host. And this is just a few clarifications about some questions and doubts that people have had regarding the Forbidden Library writing competition. Some people are saying about, what if I cannot draw? Or what if I'm not very good at illustration or cartography or anything at all? Listen, seriously, don't worry about it. Trust me. More than an absolutely amazing, beautifully drawn illustration or map, what we're looking for is how appropriate and how well it complements the adventure. So if you're not very good at drawing, you're not very experienced, it doesn't really matter, because if we get a sketch, a doodle that really fits with the adventure and helps us visualize what you have in mind, that's enough. That is seriously more than enough. Why? Well, several reasons. Firstly, because 1,000 words, there really aren't that many words. And if you can use an image to save yourself having to describe something, then you're giving an awful lot more than otherwise you would be able to, or would be as easy to do. So that is the reason why there is something there. But also, let's not forget that these things are going to be seen by very high-level people in Chaosium, in Pelgrane, and Hungry Hamster games. And if they see somebody who can write and give good guidelines, visual guidelines as to what they think, okay, that might be a good thing for everyone. Also, it's going to stretch your creative muscles a little bit, which is never a bad thing to do. The mere fact that you're thinking about how you're going to do this, that is already pushing some limits that you may have in there, and you may find yourself being better at it than you think you actually are. So you've got nothing to lose. If we get the illustration and we think, okay, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What's going to prime is the adventure, by all means, but this is going to be, let's say, the tiebreaker for every other adventure that is being produced. And I can tell you that we receive some very varying degrees of illustrations, but the important thing is how appropriate they are to the adventure, how well they complement. So if you want to join in with somebody and somebody else do the illustration or the map, that's totally cool. Absolutely zero issues with that. The point is to end up with something that can be as close to sellable as possible. And that is basically the reason. I didn't want to make a competition like any other, just write something and no, I want to, want you to push yourself a little bit more, just a little bit. And look, it's completely free to enter. So if you give us some doodles, some sketches, some anything at all, by all means, is zero problem. If you want to enter with some stock art, okay, that would be okay as long as it is licensable, as in completely royalty free, and it can be used. It wouldn't be the best thing, but it can be done. And we will take that into consideration as well. Because again, what we're looking for is how appropriate they are. How good are you at providing a visual reference, which doesn't need to be precise and super meticulously drawn at all. But if you invent a monster, if you invent a location and you can give us a flavor, an idea as to how big it is, what kind of visuals they may have, if this came to a full publication, then that actually enhances your profile as a writer as well. And if you can choose somebody who can illustrate that for you, that is telling us an awful lot about you as well as a management of the talent that you can use for your adventure and how good you are to bring it the best from somebody else to illustrate your work. So this is the reason why. So it's not to make it, impossible or to have, no, it isn't. But we want you to flex your creative muscles and do something. And seriously, it's free. Absolutely free. And allow me to reiterate this again and again and again. The copyright, the exploitation rights belong to you as the author. Neither me nor any of the judges are going to do anything with it without your prior consent. If at some point, for whatever reason, anybody wants to publish it, we will contact you and we will talk to you, and then you can decide what you want to do with it. And if you end up with something that you want to sell in itch.io or Drive-Thru or anywhere else, congratulations, that is amazing. Even if you win, you can win this competition, get the prize money, and still sell it. Seriously, just have a go, just for fun. We've all drawn little maps for our adventures when we play with our friends. That's all you need. Trust me, that is all you need. Nothing else. This is not something, that the Queen of England is going to say and needs to be super perfect. No, you're not going to get a doctorate out of this. This is just for fun. So go ahead, team up with someone, doodle, sketch, whatever. Just have fun with it and let everyone have fun with it as well. Join up. That is all. So seriously, if you think that this is trying to make things more complicated or difficult, no, none at all. This is just to make it slightly, yeah, let's flex this muscle that I haven't thought about before. And that can never be a bad thing. Very much looking forward to your submissions. There's still until the 31st of August 2021, so plenty of time. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, and by all means, any questions that you still have or anything at all, just let me know. It would be great to hear from you. Okay? Take care.